If you were driving down the road and you looked at the car next to you and it was being driven by a goldfish, would that make you feel comfortable? I certainly wouldn't feel too comfortable. The only thing is, we actually might be better with the brain of a goldfish driving a car. So let me explain. Yes, we do have arms and legs, which make it easier for us to drive. But the human attention span in 2022 in the US is 8 seconds. Only 8 seconds. A goldfish has an attention span of 9 seconds. So granted, they don't have the brain we have, and so them driving a car, no, it's not safer. But that's just a good demonstration of how short our attention span is. In 2020, it was 12 seconds. So it's rapidly decreasing, and that has to do with the devices we carry around, the computers we have, TV, all the things we're being entertained by, all the things that are vying for attention, all the hits of dopamine we get from all the different things we do. And it just shortens our attention span. We're all basically, I'm sure we all feel ADD. And if someone's like, oh my gosh, I feel like I can't concentrate anymore that well, or I can't focus that well anymore, it's because you're human. And the attention span of us humans has gotten shorter and shorter and shorter. That is a problem when we are driving a death trap that speeds down the road at high speeds, weighing between 2,900 and 5,600 pounds on average. Some of them, I don't even know how much a semi weighs, but it's a lot. I didn't look that up. The problem is we are becoming very, very impatient and feel like we have to be all over the place being entertained. Now, I don't know about you, but I have several people who I really love who have to drive back and forth to their jobs or school every day. And this is a conversation I've had not only with my family, but with a lot of people I've talked to, that so many people on the road today are really, really impatient. And I personally have seen a lot of near accidents. All these people that I've talked to have seen a lot of near accidents or been almost involved in accidents. The reality is our impatience and our short attention span, they're going to end up killing us. So we don't really take seriously the responsibility that when we're driving a car, we could kill ourselves or we could kill other people around us. And all of us have someone in the world who cares about us. So that's not a good deal for anyone. We need to just realize the seriousness of driving vehicles and the fact that all the people on the road are depending on you to do your part. We all have to do our parts to keep not only ourselves safe, but to keep everyone around us safe. So remember that it's time to start doing something to get our heads in the game, to slow down a little bit. Our society right now is just very, very impatient. To slow down a little bit so we actually make it to our destination, because it's not going to matter if we made up some time, which, by the way, it's really hard to make up time when you're driving unless you're on a really long trip. On even an hour trip, you can't make up that much time. So if we never make it to the destination, it was pointless that we made up some time, right? So let's all think about the fact, and I'm not saying any of this to give anyone any anxiety. I know there are people who already have anxiety around driving, and it's actually kind of rightly so because of all the things I just said. Well, obviously we all still want to be able to drive to where we need to drive, so we have to manage that anxiety. But we also need to be aware of the severity of us being impatient. And if we're looking at our phone and texting, or we're, adjusting the radio and looking all over it for a bunch of songs and things, the human brain can't actually multitask. It's actually a fallacy. We seem like we multitask, But what happens is our brain is switching back and forth between tasks very rapidly. So when we're focused on maybe a text, we're not focused on driving. It's taking our attention momentarily, and sometimes it only takes a minute to get in a wreck. So think about all these things so you stay safe and so that the people you love are safer, and spread the word to people to calm down a little bit so we can all live a longer, happier life. Thank you for joining me today for the Rebecca Reset, where every day we reset your mind so you can be better, do better, and get the life you love. Please like and subscribe.